everyone, my name is Angie Sanchez. I am an actress model based out of Los Angeles, California. And for a while now, I've wanted to create a series of videos that combine spirituality in your everyday life. So just in a very simplest form as far as just spreading love wherever you go. How did that come about? About 6 months ago in January, I really just had my lowest low career-wise. Even though everything was going great, I kind of just felt like I wasn't resonating with the work. I wasn't happy. Like, it's really interesting. You have like everything going for you, and then for whatever reason, it just you just feel empty. So that's what I experienced. I kind of took a step back, reanalyzed the situation, reanalyzed everything that was happening, and I realized that the reason I wanted to become an actress in the first place was to help people and to be a light in this world on a massive scale. And so I went into like this 10-day fast that turned into 10-day fast / meditation / lots of reading that turned into 21 days that then turned into 40 days that then turned into 50 days. And what that did for me was that it really just kind of set the platform for a whole new part of my life, and the way I view the world kind of opened up. So here I am. I am going to create 3 videos to introduce myself. I want you guys to know who I am and where I come from and my experiences, because I mean, everything seems great on social media and Facebook or whatever it is, but the truth is, like, we all have stories, and I think it's really important that we share our stories with people, because it can either prevent someone from going through the same things, or maybe see a situation differently, or catch it early, or just see it as a lesson that we needed to learn to grow, to have some contrast in our lives. So I'm going to share 3 videos. It's going to be broken down, where the first one is going to be between the ages of being little to like 10 years old, and then the next one's going to be my teenage years, and then the last one's going to be my 20s. So I'm turning 30 this year in July. I'm really excited. To be honest, there were times where I didn't think that I was going to be 27. Like, I thought my life on earth was going to be short and sweet, but I was wrong. So anyways, here we go. Okay, so from age 0 to 10. So I'm first generation in the US. My mom is from El Salvador. My dad's from Mexico. They met when they were 13 years old, 12 years old, actually. And they had me at 17. My mom was 17, my dad was 16. And I was born in South Central Los Angeles, grew up in Linwood and then Gardena, which are very, I would say low income or mid to low income cities. There were a lot of just no structure at all in my neighborhoods or society. So just 3 really profound memories that I have from that age range. One was I remember waking up I was 5 years old, and I remember waking up to the sheriff's department at our bed. Like, I was sleeping with my mom, and the sheriff's department was like standing over our bed. And I didn't know what was happening at the time, but now, and a few days later, I realized that we were getting evicted from our apartment. And, you know, I had lots of toys, lots of clothes, lots of teddy bears, things that kids just love and enjoy, and we lost it all. Like, I think we were able to go back and get things, but we didn't for whatever reason. So that for me was like attachment, like the attachment to things just didn't exist for me, because I wanted to be a good daughter. Like, I didn't want to bring any drama or extra drama to my mom or my family, so I just kind of let it go. I don't know if I even asked anything, but I just wanted to create like minimal problems as possible. So that just, it was what it was, you know. And that's just a memory that I have very, very engraved in my being. So that's one. What's another one? The second one is, I don't know, just my mom. So my mom and dad weren't really around a lot when I was growing up. I mean, they were so young. I think that they were like still children. I mean, I couldn't imagine me personally having a child at 17. I was just such a baby and still learning how to live in this world. But I do think that when people have children at such a young age, that it does give them purpose to live, or purpose to strive for things and become better people for their children. Or they're just a vehicle to, you know, give life to a child with their DNA. And had it not been for them, they wouldn't be the way they are now. So I think it's a beautiful thing. At the same time, I think it's a great challenge for kids to grow in that environment. But hey, makes us stronger people, makes us independent. So what's the second one? My life dynamic changed, or our family dynamic changed when my little sister was born. I was 8 years old when she was born, and it just, her being there just gave my mom responsibility, gave me, I was the only child for 8 years, so it gave me like someone to play with. It was just a really beautiful thing to have her just come into this world at that time, because things were really chaotic, and I feel like she gave my mom a lot of groundedness, a lot of things to think about more. And then when I was about, I think, turning 9, I lost my dad. I remember getting a phone call from my aunt, and it's funny because I knew that my dad was no longer going to be with us. I just had that knowing, and you know, we went to the hospital and I saw him, and we saw like the family around him, and there was just this thing like I think he was just tired, you know, like he was just tired of living in this life, and I think that he was just done. Like, I mean, he had so many close calls to death. It's pretty incredible that he was still alive, and that just really connected me to this other world. It gave me like a knowing of a physical body that I knew on the other side. So like all through my life, I didn't really have like parenting. I didn't really have like guidance. I just had like my aunts, who I'm super grateful for having, and my grandmothers, and my mom and my dad. But it wasn't like parenting as we know it today. It was like, okay, you're there, go do your thing. Like, if you have to go to school, go to school. But it wasn't like structured the way you would see things now. And I was always connected to the spiritual world. I was always connected to prayer. Like I knew prayer from such a young age, and I knew that I was talking to someone like my guardian angel, and it just really gave me this knowing of another world that I connected with regularly. So when my dad passed away, it was like someone I knew in this life is now watching over me. And, you know, he passed away from a heroin overdose. So it wasn't expected at all. Like, it was really, really kind of tragic. But at the same time, like, I think a lot of people just missed that he wasn't going to be around, because he was a very, very loving person. And he still is. I have a great communication line with him at all times, and I know that he's there with me a lot. And I see him, like, I feel like throughout my whole life, he's communicated with me through numbers and songs and things like that. So that's going to be something I'm going to be talking about in other videos, is how to hear your guides talking to you, or your angels or past loved ones. I mean, I've always had this gift where I've been able to see people at a certain particular time when I'm ready to see them, or when they want to send a message, whether it's in a dream or in my waking state, or like sitting next to someone. That's happened too. So anyways, I'm going to share those things with you guys, or I'm going to share like how to see those things, how to perceive them, how to be open to them, so that you can also communicate with your loved ones and your guides and your angels. And then what your guides are like, that's also going to be another topic. So there's going to be various topics that I'm going to talk about. So if you guys have any suggestions, like, please feel free to let me know. What else? I think that's it for my first video. So I'm going to end this one, and then go on and share with you guys the next one. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Got some great things cooking up for you guys. Stay tuned. See you guys later. Lots of love and light sending your way. Bye.